Happy December, everyone, and welcome to our second to final assignment of the year. Abstract. Okay. Abstract photos, not always. This is a good way to think about them, though, can make the person looking at them say, what is that? Right? And the subject of them should not be easily discerned. There are a bunch of different ways to do this, and I'll talk about some of them after I read this paragraph that I had pre-written. Abstract photos are ones that create light, color, and form. These are images that don't convey clear subjects, but instead, ideally, convey an emotion or feeling. For this assignment, try to create images that are devoid of any recognizable form. The idea with this assignment is to teach you to see what something could be other than an identifiable image element. In an abstract image, the subject should not be readily identifiable. Instead, the subject should leave people wondering what it was. You can do this with light and dark, exposure, focus, motion, perspective, angle, and so forth. Any number of ways to make a standard object into an abstract form exist. So play around and see what you can do. See what your subject could be if you free it from the constraints of what it is. Okay, so I'm going to give you a really good example of how I did this once. When I was in a photo class 12 years ago, I had taken a photo class for a lot of fun. And my final assignment was a portfolio of abstract images. And I created all of these images that they had shapes. They were all black and white. So they had shapes, some of them looked like clouds, things like that. Myriad ways exist to do it. The way I did it, I had a screensaver on my cell phone called Android Sheep or something like that. It was basically a screensaver that created abstract forms, and the idea was that it's based on a Isaac Asimov, I think, book, questioning whether or not androids dream or do robots dream, something like that. Electric Sheep, I think that's what it was called. Anyway, what I did was I set the screensaver down underneath my macro lens, and then just blurred it slightly so that the texture of the screen would not appear in the images. And then just went through taking photos of the images with the camera. And then I did however many rolls and printed them and picked the 10 that I liked the most. And that was my portfolio, and that's how I did it. It was not particularly hard. No one in the class could figure out how I did it, and people were asking me, and after they critiqued the different shapes and what they meant and things like that, they asked how I did it, and I pulled out my cell phone and I started playing the screensaver. But at any rate, that is a way to create an abstract photo. Bokeh balls are a type of abstract photo. Take fairy lights, have them be out of focus. Abstract, right? Extreme macro photos can be an abstract photo. I did something like this for my extreme macro round glass review on the Zhongyi Medicon 20mm f4x to 4.5x macro lens. Very many of the photos I took with that ended up being things that would be considered abstract. I've used motion, taking pictures of trees while panning the camera up during a slightly long exposure, like maybe an eighth of a second, to turn the trees into blurry vertical spikes. Or to do something very similar with a hill in the distance, and you get the dark shape of the hill and the light of the sky. So take a photo, kind of long exposure, a little bit blurry, and then move it at the very end of the exposure, and then you get this dark shape of the hill with a blur coming off of it. So you can use any of those elements. Over and underexposing images are also really good ways to create images that are abstract. I remember someone I used to work with took an absolutely lovely abstract photo of a rock in sand with water receding over it from the tide that was very, very underexposed and very hard to discern what it was, but the overall final result was absolutely stunning. So those are some different techniques you can do to use this. What you want to try to do is take photos of something, have them not be recognizable. The point of this assignment is not to create abstract photos. It's what you're going to do, but it's not the point. The point is then to look at those abstract photos and say, if this were an element in an image, how could I use it? Take that bokeh balls photo. Yes, I know that there are lots of hotels around the world that have bokeh balls photos hung in the lobby because they're safe. But imagine taking that same image element and using it as the background in a portrait. That's the objective of this assignment. How can you use color, exposure, tone, motion, focus to create elements of your images that complement the future images you are going to take so that you can use those abstract elements as part of an image. That's the assignment. Remember to drop me an @ on Instagram and Imgur, and I really look forward to seeing what you guys put together for this assignment over the course of this month. And I'll see you again at the end of this month. Take care.